amigos, and welcome back. My name is Yamila Romero, and I'm here with
Oscar Ochoa.
And this week we'll provide you with the latest news and stories.
Hey Yami, have you ever played an instrument before?
I used to play the violin, but I haven't picked it up in a while. Why do you ask?
Well, if you're interested in learning a new one, there's Guitar Club meeting in room 233 every Monday at 3:10. Contact Mr. Awood for additional information. Everyone is welcome.
Attention all underclassmen. Yearbook pictures will be taken September 19 and 20 during your PE classes. If you don't have a PE class, they will be available after school. Hey Oscar, do you remember your yearbook pictures? Here it is.
Wow, I turned out cuter than I imagined.
Yeah, okay. Moving on, as you go through your lighting career, you will have a lot of opportunities here.
One of these opportunities is called autos. WLTV's Yolisa and Angel got a chance to tell us more about the autos class.
And
6 years ago, Lennon had a course called Car Care, which taught you the basics on cars. Now, Lennon offers autos 1, 2, and services, which started 5 years ago. Lots of students don't know about the class or what services we provide. So here's Mr. Diebold and Joseph Lopez filling you in on autos.
So we have a service class. Students would have to take autos 1, then take autos 2, and then they could be in this auto service their senior year. And all we do is service faculty and staff cars. If a student's in class, if they're in autos 1 or autos 2, they have their driver's license, they show me proof of insurance, we talk about what the issue is. Here and there, students are allowed to bring their cars in. In the auto service, it is the students working on the cars, right? I'm there to monitor and show them and direct and help them out, but it is the students working on the vehicles.
Auto services is where it's, let's say, the next level, more challenging, where you're gonna actually work on teachers' cars, which everything gotta be good, responsibility, because you're working on them, and for the teachers to be safe as well.
In autos 1 and autos 2, we have the shop vehicles that they can work on. They don't work on what we would call live vehicles, something that someone's driving in here.
For autos too, it's like where you start adding hands a little bit more into cars, like those cars over there, to learn how to do the proper way of the oil change, brakes, and other stuff, more important stuff for your safety when you're owning a car.
Overall, Mr. Debo believes this course is a chance for students to get a hands-on experience while learning the value of a well-maintained vehicle.
First, I hope they're getting the experience of like working in a lab instead of always just sitting in a classroom, right, moving around. More so about just like automotive experience, that they kind of learn how to work on their cars. Low-level things, obviously, but that they have a sense of how the car works. So even if they have to take it somewhere to get it fixed, they have some knowledge and they know what they're talking about when they bring it to a mechanic.
Auto is fun. You get to learn new things. You actually put your hands on the engine and learn how the things work. All 3 autos, it is fun to take. You'll learn a lot of stuff, and it's interesting that you probably will be interested in taking it more in the future.
thank you, Elise and Angel. Once you learn how to change your oil, autos can really save you a lot of money.
Another opportunity here at Leiden is our fine arts department.
I heard they're putting on the Odd Couple play, and they have to create a whole new set for it.
Well, we do have Armani and Daniel giving us an inside scoop of what the play is all about.
Leiden Theater is in the works in producing the fall play, The Odd Couple. Mr. Bavone, director of the show, selected The Odd Couple because of its comedic value after performing several dramas previously.
The Odd Couple is one of the great American comedies. It's written by Neil Simon, one of the greatest American playwrights. He wrote the show in the 1960s, and it was originally written for a male cast, and it was Felix and Oscar are roommates. He rewrote the show for a female cast because he thought it was such a genius idea.
However great the acting and script is, one aspect that makes a successful play is the technical aspects and scenic design. Behind the scenes, students and technicians work for months to make this design believable. Ms. Sadowski,
Tech director for The Odd Couple, as well as a Leiden English and Woods teacher, elaborates what it takes to work behind the curtain.
So first off, you read the script, and you kind of get an idea, lay in the land of like where the location is, and obviously it's an apartment, so you got to figure out where the apartment is located. We kind of started the draftings a few weeks before the school year started, but I feel like the process is pretty much ongoing throughout the whole show, right? Like there isn't like a stopping point, so even now while we're putting the set up, I'm getting measurements for the doors that we just chose, right? So now I'm gonna adapt the walls, even though we had them like in our ground plan to fit kind of what the director would like to see and what we were coming up with. Do as many shows as you can and get as much hands-on experience as possible. So as many productions and trying different areas of tech too, not just sticking with one area, I think really builds up a good base for you when you go into college, or if you go straight into the career, you have all of these different skills and techniques. So.
The Odd Couple premieres at the West Leiden Auditorium October 14th and 15th for the male cast, as well as October 21st and 22nd for the female cast. All shows at 7 p.m. Tickets are just $2 for students and $3 for adults. Please come and watch this comedic spectacular.
Thanks for the update, Dan and Armani. I'm gonna have to go check it out with my friends.
Recently, I've noticed a new change in the school cafeteria. They've been serving new lunches. I hope it's permanent.
Yeah, we've been getting better lunches. We have Beatrice and Liana giving us an inside scoop of what that's all about.
Lunch. Some say it's their favorite part of the day, while others don't even have time to say anything as they flock to the cafeteria to get their grub. Most schools in the United States provide lunch for students on a daily basis. At Leiden, 45.8% of students qualify for free and reduced lunch. The standard lunch items served daily at the cafeteria include salads, deli sandwiches, and pizza. There is also a hot lunch, which rotates depending on the day and which students have varying opinions on.
Hi, I'm Beatrice, and I'm here with
Jackie.
Gabby. What do you think about the school lunch?
I think that it's pretty good. It's like definitely better than like elementary and middle school.
I say that it improved a lot considering there's a lot of options.
You know, sometimes they be sleeping on things, you know, like I think they could do better. But the pasta they make and the nachos, those are good.
Yeah, most of it slaps, I'm not gonna lie. But the nachos mess me up, dude.
What lunch menu items would you like to see in the future?
I'm not sure, but I don't know. I like the lunch menu that they have now, so I think they're doing a pretty good job.
I say they have good options, so.
Like actual tacos, like hard shell tacos with lettuce, tomato, you know, all that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm with him, man.
While many students seem to be satisfied with the menu options, one of the largest complaints is the repetition in meals, including infamous Pasta Tuesdays and Nacho Thursdays. However, during the current school year, new items have been added to the menu. These include pepperoni calzones, Italian beef sandwiches, and a student favorite, chicken wings. Mr. Bradley Stark, the new food services supervisor who's in charge of coordinating and overseeing the lunch menu, explains more about the changes in variety and repetition.
I know pasta and nachos have always been repetitive. So that's something that is a combination of feedback. The students, we've received feedback saying that they really liked the pasta, but we're always open to change. I know we would like to do some variations of pastas, like a fettuccine alfredo or something a little different than just pasta with meat sauce and marinara. And for the Hispanic days, just something different than nachos and maybe enchiladas or something, just change it up. Overall, developing the menu is more about the nutritional guidelines. We want to follow nutritional guidelines that are put into place by the USDA.
According to the USDA, the nutritional standards for school lunches require schools to increase the availability of fruit, vegetables, whole grains, and fat-free milk. These foods provide students with their necessary caloric needs, which are determined by age and grade level.
Yeah, I'm very excited and looking forward to what the students have to say and their creative ideas and just putting them into action.
Looks like we've been having a lot of positive change in this school. I really do enjoy the new lunches.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I really do enjoy the new setup going on.
Anyways, thanks for watching this week's edition of WLTV.
And don't forget,
Go Eagles!